is, if Dangote Petroleum has been given this crude and been supplied sufficient crude to do production, how does the lack of movement of ships in the international waters not affect Nigeria? I don't know. I need some. If you try to buy cement now, you say cement is produced in Nigeria, but to buy it is a problem because it's going for about 11,000 naira. So are we going to have the same thing, indigenous refining a crude that is exploited in our backyard, and then we buy it, and because the way it's going, Donald Trump has said that he said a 4 to 5 weeks period for the war to end. So what happens if the war does not end? So the prices of petrol will continue to go. So what would now be the benefits of the ordinary Nigerians? Because whether you like it or not, if you, by the time you buy for 20,000 naira, and then by the time you get to Enquiry and back, you see rate danger in your vehicle, is taking a toll on all of us. So we need an expert. Maybe I will listen to another program on your station. Say somebody explain how, because you remember Dangote at some point petition.
Let's see, for Nigeria, the U.S. conflict, Israeli conflict with Iran.
How is that impacting
having widening economic ramifications?
Yes.
Well, some are saying that Nigeria is extremely ranked as one of the most top oil producers globally, yes. And it is behind countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iraq, UAE, Iran. And if Nigeria can ramp up production at a time when supply from the Gulf is constrained, this could significantly boost fiscal, revenues. And the impact on this, it's a long story. Well, Gulf prices have created windfall gains for Nigeria due to elevated oil prices.
That is correct. Once the
declining following increase in output from Dangote refinery and a relatively stronger naira. Now, however, petrol pricing remains linked to global crude benchmarks. If crude oil prices rise sharply, there's high likelihood that fuel prices will increase, because perhaps we're getting the crude from, outside the country, and that means that we have actually been exporting crude in Nigeria.
Well, I don't know when you remember this this petition that Dangote sent to the FCC, and later on when the FCC invited him for a kind of interview, he now redirected the petition to the ICPC, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. Remember this time when he petitioned the then MD of the Nigerian Upstream, the Petroleum Regulatory Agency. Some people hold the opinion that maybe he didn't want any other person to contest with him in that the petroleum subsector. I don't know. It's not been out of the thinking for some time, because this petroleum thing, it drives the Nigerian economy. That is the only thing that impacts everybody, except you are lucky to have position in government where you don't. Government will have to buy everything for you and all of that. But otherwise, the cost of the foodstuff in the market will go up. And then we have this Calabar road, which is I don't know how to describe that road, but a dead trap. A dead trap will be a proper way to describe it. Why do I say so? But I have cause to go to court in it too. I court. Law. I'm telling you, when I see 5 trucks or 8 trucks coming, trying to divert, what I do is to park my car and step out. I will just go and wait and watch. When they pass, I continue the trip. So that trip, that road, something should be done about it. So by the time they bring this food stuff from Northern Crossover to Kwaipo, what do you think will be the cost of it? Well, that is the one that affects the keke rider, the cleaner, the dance rodden, so to speak. It's not people who doesn't know the cost of a bag of rice.
Okay, you're listening to Sunday Special Show on Memories 96.5 FM. Barrister Pascal Hussein is in the house. A social affairs commentator is right here to talk about discussing issues that has to do with trending stories in Nigeria. A lot of people are wondering if you can call us. You can call us on 0803 085 7755 or send your messages to us on 0809 066 6909. Well, the impact of US, Israel, war in Iran on fuel prices, higher crude oil prices typically they have immediate implications on our petrol prices. Right now, you're finding petrol up to 1,000 and above, a little higher than 1,000 naira in some locations. And petrol prices in Nigeria average to
1,100.
Yeah.
In some locations, it's about 1,080 naira, 1,070 naira, 1,050 naira.
And Nigeria relies
I
heavily.
think it peaks at 1,100.
Escalation of the crisis in the Middle East could paradoxically strengthen Nigeria. Well, if Nigeria successfully increases output and benefits from higher oil prices, while global demand for its crude oil remains intact. However, there's also downside risk. Heightened geopolitical tensions could dampen foreign investor appetite for Nigerian securities if global investors become, risk averse. Capital flows into emerging markets, including Nigeria, could slow.
Yeah, that is true. That statement is correct because Nigeria definitely will benefit once there is this crisis in the international market with like the Middle East, the Gulf area. The cost of crude definitely goes up, and so the Nigerian government, when the word was said, Nigeria will benefit. Nigeria means everybody in Nigeria. I don't think so. It's the government in power that benefit, just like the Gulf War of 1990 to 1992 when Ibrahim Babangida was in government. The same thing. So presently, with the benefit coming is the tribute government that is benefit.
And not the people.
Yes. Well, the government supposed. I have mentioned the Calabaiti Road.
Yeah.
If that is addressed, the people of Akwa, people of Cross River, people of Benue State, maybe people of Ebonyi State, Abia State will benefit, and Rivers State. You see, if you move on that road and you see the traffic, the trucks that moves on that corridor between Port Harcourt and northern Nigeria. I mean, you'll be worried. You'll be worried.
Okay, we shall be worried because we still have the time to talk about other issues on the show. And I gotta give it out to Barrister Pascal Usan, who is in the house, to talk to us on issues that has to do with trending stories in Nigeria. Barrister, I gotta let it go now so that I can.
Thank you.
Yes. Asan Akarawa is in the house. Thank you very much.
Thank
He's our Sunday Barrister. If he has time, he comes to throw lights on issues that has to do with Nigeria, you and I.
Thank you.
And what would you say? The first lady was in Akwa Ibom recently.
Yes.
And what was what's
my impression
on
yes,
the
naturally,
reception by the Akwa Ibom women,
Akwa Ibom
all over the place.
They even came for the Thanksgiving today to celebrate International Women's Day in my church. In Uyo, the governor's daughter was there, the deputy governor, Senator Dr. Enquiry was there. Of course, I also watched the first lady with the Senate president of the Senate yesterday, and Governor Omano. Akwa Ibom is people with hospitality. We value visitors a lot, and it's a place to stay, a nice place to live. And Senator Oloremi, the wife of the president, she's a senator, she's a politician. She has 2027 elections at heart, and she came here and would tell people to vote for the husband in 2027. that is not out of the. It's not out of.
So the visit is more political than.
No, I think it was at the instance of the Akwa Ibom State government, because I think you read in your news that the governor thanked the first lady for accepting to visit Akwa Ibom and commission the elder women's the elder women's city. But whatsoever is done by a politician between now and 2027, a politician who is standing for elections attaches to 2027, it gives a lot of advantage. Let me put it that way. So thank you very much.
Barrister, I got to let you go. You've been looking at your time. I know you have all the appointments to look at. Thank you very much for coming. Next Sunday, I hope you'll be here to talk to us again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're here to miss you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Kama basi. Ntoro kero kanye mena bo na so tie menyen. Aye bi twai to wanyo run som so wu kisen kanye. Mena ki kometi ti. Na so ba ekbango to ko tika iso ka itu tan ko nufo ekoto memories 96.5 FM. Imemo and ki tu tan ko mi ya frefren ko ino frewo mi information ni eto minyan brain ban ni fun boy fio mi frefren ko da nene da ku yang bo ta yo so aparawa Prince Atako motie yo yama ini ese emedio yang kom no fogere kedio
me dero so chichi aparawa Prince Atako John ido
aparawa Prince Atako John Mibo de bab urano se voglio ora ita ko bena go mbo mano mai ni ese medio bari ama ke awana dai guru karanyen ke Nigeria ke baba kuyo Ivan akwa yo wa my phone bo to visit over ngiro wan baga si o ke tu my phone bo nze bo ke ke usora ke na maru
me como ekayana adia kwa na adia kwa di commission elderly this clinic me ko
ebo mu yo ke atayi ti ona bi kuka kan gitiro so nyin pole bi ka ya no ko de se na ki o idi ka bo no be
the citizen center ama yeti me como pastor Governor nyin His Excellency Pastor Moino ado wo kerega mgo banga frefre wo ntogo yinu boy ikpa mparawa ana metieti governor di yon ke mbo nwakere mbo banga mono mo iro me komo yetieti ya ba se menye wo mi no nyin ke nga bon in Jesus Christ mboro ma yetieti go do afrefre ro ma di yon akwa ibom ke akwa ibom do mono do ko kanna e kama sen nguntu ngonse ke mfom ami ban ngine serenke
ya mo bro se ya nyamo tukuru ai mai tu ya itango ba men sena ku kangen je men sun ko
me yenya murwa mfoki ba FM na mi sang new for uti muswali to memories 96.5 FM Kayo favorita ke fak in is basi of on road yo mi do fokuru uti komi ibu iti aba ibu iba ita ition itia
Evoki by my phone boy ni se evoki by my phone boy phone boy wa okay time ko wa amo ka ko wa by my phone boy ne me sit na nga fere even ko na me do se some ne kan tu yomba adina maro na Nigeria ya fere long ya fere mwego ediyo o ngwene dio ke mbo ko do women strike eke to ke ba taxation we tax mbo ramo kikiro kirungwen kekero miki kwa basi esio drama re na manya yeti
ama ya ananya di sanga ke kem go theory ka komeka anya ya bo kiti ba ngina ke so mfono fon kuto esanga nyi abambo ke ibana kwa ibo mni yo ke megbe bere kompendi ba bukise na mfon mo sineke anya sanga nyi ndori ba modo asanga ke kem nyonge ke ata deputy governor ngina worki mo ino ta imye ama ya tieti ibina ngina face very over kwa mste ana ma ya komo ibana kwa ibo metieti mo ya ba se mo kamino ngin ke mena metieti me wot ndeka kwa ibo medi mo nutum ya ba se dion buburu mo ngina mo ngin
mama asema bango kwa dia
ana ado dia
ine buke ine se puro ma yu fang se buke no maro puro ke be ma so fian ke bu fo go se me se wana president
mete tai ti fang afere fang no ye
afere fang ro se ni afere fang dia ke rong ma dia ku dia ku kam yin
nse buke no
nse buke no ye
afere atama
dio buma maro dio me kwa ma ke me dia atama
age me edi atama aba iba ngo ngone ne ke tema atama aba tama da de mesa nengina ro esiko ke fiatama nise mege yendo boga no
apa yu fa tiete so tu iba ni fredo nyan no nyana embarase ka ke tema rimbo ka ke yo wa de ba ti dan foni ba ni ko ti ni fet e fa fa ti yo ye ke
edo weda ko iko man ne me ko mo ti ke se mo ke na madu adi bele yin sa wilka en me te ko iko yin me ngoko abi te mo yin da pan yu do da ko anyi bu ngo ki picture mo bi do mo yin ma ban de sa
ama ya iso de sa ko
afone ti ayen to ga kama ma uzena ban bo
gitu
ama ne me ti
afone bo so ko bo mi na bo ba si dong no fo you know na mi si ka mi se wo se phone bo in ese fo tu tai ko ba bo iban abi bo ntuto iban bi ba die ntu tem ke pe no ngo iban nyen no di o na ibi mai buri dem nyen su iba buru na iba mi se you mo states ke Nigeria ro 36 only kid but ke bo ya di se ro ko bo state e di ti pe ne ma ro men mi ma yon ya ibo ka ma ke ibi ma yon mi biro ye ba ya ki te ngwen mo so igbo no nyena di ba mi ana ba na ke di agbe ma na di buru ma yin fet inese nze ku ke na mi ma ro buru ma se ma nye abu ke bo nye di
mbe bo yo ka so na fo di akwa ibo ekse na akwa ibo ba na iban akwa ibo na kama senewu
mari kwini mage to kwa ibo to ino aga wa ke tan ko Abi no kuma be dai ko. Se yo ra ko yo ri ko. Ete ta ko. No ida ko mar na e ke di ya ni siki te ke program mo ba ga siki.
Mbo kanyen. Ga tim na me timbo ngwana president ngen so na fu ke di ko ibo. Ani ke na ibana ko ibo. Di yong idem. De ke na ibana ko ibo me no ikama senewu. Token ndo mo ka ma gide mo ete se mo o ye mi dio want to for tingo ke bogore e ko poge sa o for ke one president ngene diket na iban nyen na kwa ibo ba 3 ban ngene do ke ka do ja ba se dio iban nyen nte man ko me ka esen bo mwana senate president nyen kom senate president one the senate president nyen yo ke na nya ba even na nya ke sena fo awo te ki mo do ta one etieka nkom deputy governor nyen senator is excellency senator gune ya mana mai titi anywa ko ni bana bugi bana dedicate ikoma ka kamba ka nyinero nkoma yinwan governor yin governor nyinero ya mo election of bukuru mo fosiki karo mena mai titi amaro nyongoro abene titu aka adido kana kwa ibo bantimen no ngirigi ba sa kwa ibo rugi tiemem abasedion governor mo no basedion ni to kwa ibo basedion Bubringan me Basilio Memories FM. Can you bong in Jesus Christ? News opportunity. Mko mi ba no soro iba ne celebrate ke. Mko me kam me mko buburi mti ba mo ya Basilio imon mufuwem. inonyin ni tomufu kenga bong in Jesus Christ.
Amen. Etumidong kama. Uganyan, thank you very much for being part of Sunday Special Show. I'm so Sanya Sibi Nam. Just your 5 minutes in them. You need to do 5 minutes earlier Sibi Nam. So program when at 6 o'clock. Thank you very much. Parawa.